Ciryl Gane thinks he's cracked the code to beating Alex Pereira, but Pereira couldn't care less. The Frenchman has brought in Artem Vakhitov, the last fighter to hand Pereira a loss in kickboxing, as part of his preparation for their interim heavyweight title showdown. Alex completely shrugged off the move, arguing that MMA is a different sport entirely and that his game has evolved way too far for old footage to mean anything. He even suggested that if Vakhitov is being straight with Gane, the only real advice he'd give is to be careful, because Alex hits hard, but fresh footage has now surfaced showing exactly what Vakhitov is telling Gane behind closed doors, and he believes he's identified a serious hole in the champion's game. Vakhitov claimed that fighters only lose to Pereira mentally. They walk into the cage already beaten by fear. He argued that Alex actually has limited technical ability and a wide-open chin. His advice to Gane: apply constant forward pressure, make Pereira uncomfortable, and he'll fall apart. Vakhitov finished by confidently predicting Gane will get the finish early. Highly respected MMA coach Ray Longo also gave his take on how this fight plays out. Let's hear it.
I like Alex Pereira. I think when it gets down and dirty in the pocket, if it happens like that, he's the guy. And I think he's got more kickboxing experience. He doesn't have to worry about the wrestling. So obviously it looks like it's going to be a stand-up fight unless Pereira wants to take it down. I think he's got a better shot at taking him down than the other way around. But I think his power is going to carry over to the heavyweight division. And I don't know. I just see him winning that fight. I think Gane does have to get on his bike and move and stick and move, see if he's got a speed advantage. You know, Pereira leaves himself over, but it seems like he's comfortable doing that. He's comfortable getting hit to get a couple of hits back, and I think he's a dangerous guy. I don't care what the weight is. And they look like they measure up pretty damn close too, and height-wise, doesn't look like there's going to be like a reach advantage for anybody. So I'm going with Pereira on that. I think he's a tougher, more durable guy.
The tension between Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria just took an unexpected twist, and this time it's actually toning down. Fans erupted after Gaethje's father dismissed Topuria as just another short guy, and bizarrely compared the champion's elite skill set to Michael Chandler's. When asked about his dad's comments, Justin actually took the high road and showed far more respect for Ilia's abilities than anyone saw coming. This was a major shift from just days earlier, when Gaethje went way below the belt. He previously took a vicious dig at Topuria's recent divorce, saying that if anyone had to put up with Ilia's arrogance, they'd leave him too. Daniel Cormier quickly stepped in, calling out Justin for crossing a serious line and turning what should be a championship rivalry into something deeply personal. The narrative keeps swinging between cheap family shots and moments of genuine mutual respect. How do you think the lightweight unification plays out? Drop your prediction in the comments. Now let's hear what Justin had to say.
Is he onto something with that assessment? Is your father's fight recognition pretty good?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to all my entire wrestling career, I always had trouble with long, lengthy guys. And, you know, very rarely do I have those same troubles with guys that are shorter than me. So, yeah, I think he's my biggest fan. And so, you know, obviously he's biased and, you know, wants me to win so bad. But, you know, Ilia is a very dangerous opponent. I think short guys, you know, obviously pack more power. And there's a reason he's finishing guys that are such high level. So yeah, I mean, controlling angles and controlling distance is going to be the biggest factor. Long guys are just weird, you know, their ability to create and still have leverage in situations where guys like myself and shorter guys can't. You know, you pick them up as high as you can and their feet are still on the ground. That's not the case with shorter guys. And so, yeah, I think it's just different styles. You know, styles make matchups. We've heard that so many times.
If anyone still had doubts about Ilia Topuria's knockout power translating across weight classes, those doubts are finished. And it was Alex Pereira himself who buried them. Just days out from their respective title fights at the massive White House card, it has been revealed that Topuria has been sharing the gym with Pereira. Now think about that for a second. Two of the most dangerous finishers in the entire sport, two fighters who have never needed a judge's scorecard to make a statement, working together in the same gym just weeks before they each step into the cage for World Championship gold. Dagestani MMA coach Ghassan Ali, speaking to Russian outlet Ushataika, said he was completely stunned watching Topuria spar against significantly bigger opponents, and his words were not vague, they were specific. They were detailed, and they paint a picture that should terrify Justin Gaethje. The coach stated, quote, "He has very thick, dense bones, his legs, back, and hips are extremely powerful, and that is exactly where his punching power is generated. He lifts insanely heavy weights. I have seen it myself, and when those punches connect with someone's head, they are going to sleep. Guaranteed." I watched him work with Pereira, and you could clearly see that Alex was feeling every single shot. He can wobble anyone on the planet. I say that with complete confidence. Anyone who thinks his size limits his power is dead wrong. Let that land for a moment. Alex Pereira, a man who has knocked out light heavyweights, a man who walks around the planet like a walking highlight reel, was feeling Topuria's shots. That is not hype. That is a first-hand account from someone standing right there in the gym watching it happen. If Topuria's power is making a genuine impression on someone of Alex Pereira's caliber, Gaethje is in for an extremely dangerous night. Drop your predictions in the comments below. Does Ilia land the ultimate kill shot, or does Gaethje survive the power and claim the undisputed belt? Khabib Nurmagomedov has hit back at fans criticizing his cousin's latest fight booking. The backlash kicked off the moment the UFC announced that Umar Nurmagomedov will face David Martinez in the co-main event of UFC Abu Dhabi on July 25th. Since Martinez is currently ranked number 9 at bantamweight, fans immediately called out Umar for once again taking a fight outside the division's top 5. Khabib shut it down fast. "We don't choose opponents. Whoever they give us, we'll fight him. After that, we'll see where the wins take us. We've already gone through this lesson in the team. Of course we wanted someone in the top 5, but they're all booked or busy." Justin Gaethje just made a ruthless confession about his 5-round war with Paddy Pimblett, admitting he deliberately passed on a fight-ending submission just so he could keep landing shots. Back at UFC 324 in January, Gaethje captured the interim lightweight title after putting Pimblett through an absolute war on the way to a unanimous decision. Reflecting on the moments he had Paddy locked up in a front headlock, Gaethje revealed Pimblett was completely gassed and a Darce choke was right there for the taking. He admitted he could have shocked the world with a rare submission finish, but he chose not to, because he simply wanted to keep punching him in the face.
I was really happy with my performance. I wish I would have Darce choked his ass when I had him in the front headlock position, like the last time, maybe in the 4th round. He was tired and exhausted. I could have got him, could have surprised the world, but I wanted to punch him. I wanted to keep punching.
That's it from MMA Time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA updates.